Wombat Jones for Ramen Chokehold and Flow Combat here. I am here with 2 weight division 1 championship world champion, featherweight champion, lightweight champion. He's going for the bantamweight title tomorrow night. I'm here with Martin the Situasian Nguyen. How you going, man?
Yeah, good, man.
That's the way, mate. Now, firstly, let's start off. We're in Thailand, of all places, in Bangkok. And how's the place treating you, mate? Your first time here?
Man, it's a land of smiles. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's helpful. It's a beautiful country, man. The worst thing is traffic. But other than that, man, food, to the people, to the culture, it's beautiful.
And speaking of traffic, I know it took you a fair amount of time to get from the airport. Like, yeah. How was that crazy?
2.5 hours, and I caught up on a bit of sleep inside the taxi. But yeah, man, it's just knowing that you're in the taxi and you can't do nothing, it's the worst.
and we're going to talk about everything except for the fight at the start of the interview, mate. But I know you're bringing your whole family here. Your beautiful family's coming. Your 3 beautiful kids and your lovely wife.
That's it, man.
And you know. Is this the first time they're actually going to watch you compete?
Now my wife, this is probably her 3rd time watching me compete. But the kids, yeah, they're going to watch me live, first time ever. So it's a privilege to have them here, and you know I can't wait to put on a show for them.
Is it their first big trip, like overseas?
No, well, we've been on our family holidays, but in terms of holidays, this will be the most memorable.
And do you think like this will be the first time they actually notice just how big of a deal Daddy is?
We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll listen to all the questions afterwards. But I just want them to enjoy the moment and just enjoy the show, enjoy what Daddy does for work, and yeah.
And how's it been like? Because this is the first time where you didn't have to, you know, get up in the morning, train, go to work, train in the afternoon, and then you know make your way home to kiss them goodnight. Like, how's it been this time around?
Man, I'm telling you, this fight camp has been tremendous. I've had people come in to help me. I've had teams step up dramatically. I've had coaches step up dramatically as well. So everything has aligned perfectly. I cannot ask for anything else. My rest was there. My nutritionist was there. My nutrition was on point. Man, everything was on point. So there's no excuse coming out from my corner.
And mate, you were born in Sydney, you're raised in Sydney to Vietnamese parents, and I think this is the first time that One Championship's actually sort of pushing the whole Vietnamese angle on you and putting the flag up next to your name and all that sort of thing. What's it like representing 2 countries?
You know, it's an honour to represent both countries. You know, it's an honour to represent my family's heritage and where I come from as well. Vietnamese people need someone to look up to, and I'm more than happy to step up and, you know, guide them, lead them, you know, show them the ways, be an inspiration. So it's all part of the martial arts journey at the end of the day. And
you come from a rugby league background, you know, it's a big sport back home, and quite a other few of Australia's MMA talent are coming through, like Tai Tuivasa and Alex Volkanovski. What is it about that sport that may be, you know, a good crossover into MMA?
Look, it's the competitiveness. I've been doing it for 10 years of my life, rugby league, and it was heartbreaking to hang up the boots. But man, the journey had to change, and once the journey changed, it changed for the better. Now, in terms of all the rugby league players coming over, it's all about the competitiveness, the fitness side, the discipline that we lack in rugby league. You know, so crossing over to MMA, it's only upwards from here.
And do you still watch it?
Rugby league, yes, I do. I still watch it.
Who's your team?
My team is Brisbane Broncos.
Yeah, baby! Wow, we can talk about that later. But and you just recently signed with a new management company, 6 Degrees, and you know, how's that going to take your career to the next level?
Look, the marketing side is where I lack the most, and the social media side. So 6 Degrees have jumped on board. You know, they see what they can do. They've helped out so far throughout this fight camp with the meals, and my coach jumping in through that as well. So everything has been, as I said, the team we put together a team at the start of this fight camp. Everything aligned, everyone done their part. Now I'm just forever grateful, you know.
Mate, that's awesome. Now you're the team captain at KM8 in Liverpool, and you know, what's it like for you to be? No, I know when you train and they slack off a little bit, you get right into them, you know, you're really pushing that team up. And what's it like for you? You know, you're still a young man yourself, to be sort of paving the way for the new generation.
Look, it's for the younger guys to look up to me, and even guys that are older than me to look up to me. It's inspiring not only for themselves but for myself as well. All I want to do is just bring the best out of everyone. And if I'm doing the hard yards, if I can do it, they can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. We're all the same level there. Everyone's the same. Everyone gets treated the same. There's no one better than no one. Just because I'm team captain doesn't mean I don't get in trouble. If I slack off, they give it to me as well. So it's a 50-50 ballpark thing.
And mate, I know you're on weight. About 3 weeks ago, I think you showed me that you're on weight, and you're looking in phenomenal shape. Show the camera your abs. But what's it like? I know you must not be eating what you normally eat, and do you sort of see that part of the game now, getting down to this weight, as part of martial arts?
Look, it was all about the discipline. When dieting, when I had my nutritionist, I'm a big foodie. I love my burgers, I love my pizzas, I love my ribs, I love my Mexican food. I love my cake, I love my ramen, I love my everything. I love everything, man. I love to eat. Eating makes me happy. And look, when we set our goals for this year, it's just a sacrifice that you have to take. I sacrificed the food, I sacrificed the whole weight division. To get down to this division, and when we put together our team through our nutritionist and our meal prepping company, when they made the food, the food was decent. It was very clean, decent meals. I had energy throughout the day. I was losing weight like crazy. As you said, I made weight. I was on like 3 weeks ago, man. So I had no problem making weight. If I say that I'm coming down to the division and I can't, there's a possibility that I can't make weight, I wouldn't do it. And I wouldn't waste people's time. But I know I can make this division. I make featherweight. I'm still underweight, and I don't diet, But now I was on a diet. I was on a strict diet. But the meals I was eating, the times I was eating the meals, just everything, as I said, aligned. The stars aligned, and as soon as this weigh-ins is over, I'm back to the featherweight division with this fight.
Now that's only about 3 hours away until weigh-in.
Roughly about 2 hours.
About 2 hours from weigh-in.
2.5 hours.
And normally you go to Chili's and smash up. Now I've done some research. There's no Chili's, man.
I know, man. I know.
What are we doing? What are you going to do instead?
We've talked about it. We might hit up some burger joint, maybe buffet later on tonight for dinner. We'll get everyone, the whole team together. We'll get some seafood buffet. Or go to Sizzlers, I don't know, somewhere that's going to be nice and dirty, and as soon as I fill this belly up, nighttime training, and then go to sleep, and wake up in the morning to do the morning sweat out. So.
All right, mate, let's get into the fight, Okay. So we've been talking about all the other stuff, but let's get into the fight now. And everyone talks about your big right hand and all that sort of thing, but I know there's way more to your game than that. Are you excited to get in there with such a revered opponent, maybe to show what's actually up with you?
Look, Bibiano's the best opponent I've ever faced, the best opponent probably in this whole division, in the whole company. I'll put it, I'll put him before Edward, I'll put him before Murat Gafarov when it comes to experience. So for me to be able to showcase what I have to the world against someone so high caliber, it's only an honor, So there's no hate from my side. You can hear everyone's putting me in the stand-up type knockout artist, but everyone's forgotten about all my other victories. I've won by submission, I've won by TKOs, wrestling, I've dominated people on the ground. But it's only time will only tell. So come fight time, if I have the time to showcase my show skills, then it is what it is.
And in a one championship interview, he actually said that he was excited to feel your power. Are you excited to show him your power? Or?
I'm excited to show him my power. Yeah.
But what do you make of that comment?
Whether he'll be awake afterwards to tell me how my power felt, we'll only know.
but what do you make of that? It's a weird thing to say, isn't it?
It is. It's very weird. He's a weird guy, but the way he says things, and I don't know. It's just, I don't understand him half the time. So it is what it is. All I know is he's a good family man, and he's a good martial artist, and that's all I can respect.
And you say that you, in the same sort of article, you said that you were looking to dominate him in the later rounds, in the championship rounds, which you've actually never been to. So I wanted to ask you, like, where do you get that confidence from? Like, how can you see that playing out like that?
Well, I know. I mean, if you watch his fights, particularly one with Reese, he tends to slow down. Stuff don't go his way. I mean, he can outpower people. He's strong for his size. He's very, very skilled. But if something's not going his way, he tends to slow down a lot, and he gets tagged a lot later in the later rounds. So if this fight goes there, I know I'll be pushing the pressure. I'll be pushing everything I have to finish the fights in that later rounds. But we never know. We just got to weather the storm in the first round, and the rest we'll start putting it together from there.
And he's probably one of the best grapplers ever to compete in MMA. Do you think that's really his only chance of victory against you?
Look, I've been knocked down. I've never been knocked out. I've been hurt. I've been put in the worst positions, and I've prevailed. Look, at the end of the day, we're human, and anything can happen. He can throw that one punch that I don't see, and it can put me to sleep. So we never know. Only fight time will come, and our game plans will come to play, and we'll see. It's like a chess match, man. We'll see who will win.
And let's talk about after the fight now. When I'd probably be remiss if I didn't ask you about a certain fellow, which it's going to come up.
Yeah.
There's a ginger Irish fellow, that's done a champ thing as well, and no organisation in the world has there ever been a tri-champ, which is what you're going for. No, there could be like a backyard tournament or something, and no one in 3 weight divisions has ever done this thing.
Exactly.
Do you think if you get this done that this puts you above him?
Look, I've been hearing speculations that, I know about him. He won Archuleta. He's freaking a gunfighter, trains with TJ Dillashaw and Cub Swanson. He's 4-time division champion, but in a promotion that no one's ever heard of. So I don't know. I don't think it counts. But when it comes to one championship and becoming a 3-time division champion, it's only a fighter's dream. It's only a fighter's dream to even fight for like a world title, let alone win a world title. But becoming a 3-time division champion, it's always been. It hasn't even been a dream of mine. I was like, I'm just so honoured to be in a position like this where I can actually make a dream a reality. Like seeing something and being in a position like this and capitalising on it. It's only motivated me to become a 3-time division champion. But Bibiano is standing in my way. So come Saturday night, we'll all find out what will happen. So.
And if you get it done, I guess what everyone wants to know is, what do you do then? Do you defend all 3? Do you give one of them up? What's the plan?
The plan this year, when I beat Bibiano, I'll defend it straight away, possibly within the next month or 2, and then start moving up weight divisions from there. Defend all 3 belts this year. That's our goals. Our goals this year that we set was to win the title and defend all 3 of them this year. And one championship knows those. We'll go from there.
And by year's end, if you win, and possibly Reese McLaren's going to get his shot at the title, he had a good win a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, good on
that
you,
means
Reese.
like Australia could hold half of the male belts in one championship, which is absolutely crazy. But what I wanted to ask you is, even though that's the case, we don't really still see a lot of support back home, for one championship and that sort of thing with you guys in here. What do you think we're missing? What do you think we need to do? What is it that we need to, show these people to get them to start watching?
I guess in Australia, it's UFC dominated territory. It's more of the westernized MMA, but one championship is slowly growing, and I think winning this title would only put Australia, not only myself but Australia, on the platform that we do have these world champions that are fighting from out of this country. Like Rob Whittaker, myself. If Reese wins, when he will win, he'll win. He'll take that. We're holding 2 large promotional titles in Australia. So I mean, it's just a matter of time Australia will get put on a platform. But I guess there's still the negativity around of how you know, how bad it is and how bad it looks. But you know, it's so when one championship steps up to that platform, the martial arts side, and people will see the martial arts side of it. That's when it will come out.
Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you, seeing your rise. I think the first time I filmed you was just before your Gafarov fight. And mate, maybe just look down the camera and say to all the people back home, you know, a little message to them, or you know, anything that you want to say now.
Look, I just what a journey it's been. It's only an honour for you guys to, you know, to have you guys be a part of my journey just as much as I'm there. I mean, I'm going to do this all for you guys. I mean, it's all about the martial arts journey. It's all about inspiring people. If someone like me can do it, then you can do it as well. If you want something, you got to work hard for it. And come Saturday night, I feel that I've worked so hard for this opportunity. So God's plan.
and we're representing two countries. We might as well have a go in Vietnamese as well.
Nah, I don't have.
All right, mate. Thank you so much for spending time.
Awesome. Wombat, thanks heaps, man.